gets rejected by her, but rather than moving on, guess what he does next when he meets up with Penny, the 17-year-old daughter. Oh yeah, we already know where this is going.
Get him out of here. Get his freaky ass out of here. You take out a strap, shoot this nigga right here. And we're back for another recording. Today, the scummiest characters ever. I know about Mr. Krabs, you know, sold SpongeBob for 62 cents. Literally gambled SpongeBob's whole life away in a motherfucking bet with Plankton. Bojack Horseman, I think he cheated on his like significant other, if I remember correctly. I never watched Bojack Horseman. And Brian literally gave her a piece to a baby, so already scummy enough. Also wants to fuck his best friend's wife. Already horrible starts, very scummy. But let's see who the most scummiest character.
Scummy characters. Yo, these.
Fuck, Shao Tucker. You, this nigga right here. I wouldn't say he's the scummiest, but you definitely up there with the worst of the worst.
Scum characters.
Definitely
Yo,
up
these
there.
guys right here are actually trash. At first glance, I will drop kick on them. You do not want to have any association. If I were to ever lend them money, they're gonna say, huh, that's it? And then remove all contacts, and I'm never gonna get my money back. If I'm about to get jumped, they'll pussy out and then try to gaslight me into thinking I'm in the wrong. First up we got is Brian from Family Guy. Brian here is the type of guy that will sell you out over some poom poom. When there was a daycare teacher neglecting kids, but as soon as he finds out she's a baddie, he's all like,
I want milk.
He's so.
Are we dead ass? Yo, I hate this nigga Brian, bro. I forgot about that episode. He literally ditched that motherfucker in the worst place. All to clap.
Down bad, even when the teacher
That's like killing your man so you can clap his girl.
broke Stewie's arm and he's trying to snitch. He's trying to suffocate him all over some coochie. But as soon as he finds out she already got him, and only then he calls the cops and acts like a saint. He's always trying to smash other people's wives.
Oh my god.
Brian, now!
Look at this disgusting ass nigga, bro. Like, can you believe if you caught your best friend, your homeboy like this? And I know that's a reality for some of y'all, but like catching them like this in the act right here. Now, definitely, there's been worse. But Brian, you are a I honestly can't believe that Peter put up with Brian for as long as he did. Like,
What are you doing?
I can't help myself, Lois. I know you're married to Peter, but I love you and I can't stand it anymore.
When he was getting freaky with Joe's wife, he starts yapping about some BS that she shouldn't waste.
oh my fucking god. I forgot about this. Yo, if we really think about it, Brian has been with nearly everybody's wife at this point. He's tried Peter's wife, Joe's wife. If Quagmire had a wife, he'd probably try and be on that too. If I remember correctly, when he got, I forget, there was another girl in that episode where he got cucked by Cleveland because that girl wasn't really fucking with Brian like that. I forget which episode it is.
Waste her life on someone that's crippled, but let's be real, he does not care about a lifetime relationship. It's a one-time hit. Look how many bitches this man has fumbled. He even somehow screwed up with Gorlock the Destroyer. Out of all these exes, his biggest fumble gotta be the one where he dumps a girl for being smarter than him.
This one right
so
here.
You're telling
This one right here. This one right here. Thank
me
you.
this baddie can financially support me for the rest of my life, and I don't gotta do shit but clap cheeks? I don't even have to be He's 6 foot with a 20-inch
What
feet
are
or
we
nothing.
talking about? That's like that he literally had the perfect setup and then fucking fumbles the bag. How do you do
Bro,
that?
that is a dream come true, and he still chose to leave her. In fact, he was shooting his shot with one of his co-workers, but he fumbled that too by gooning to a funeral picture of her. When this man got famous for scamming everyone for a literal blank book, he starts treating Stewie like shit for no reason. And on live TV in 4K, he got humbled that his book is dog shit. He even admitted it.
I think it's crap too.
He don't believe that.
Boy, you don't.
He don't believe that.
And then he has the audacity to put the blame on Stewie. And when Stewie made a blood handshake with him, he gave him herpes. Oh nah.
Yep.
At that point, I'm neutering him. To think that's
You gotta neuter him. Fucking, you might. I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, just listen to me for a second. You might have to like lobotomize that nigga.
Stewie, the guy who makes weapons that could literally destroy the world, is the victim. How down bad do you have to be to go after one of Meg's chopped friends?
Meg's friends. I'm not even gonna lie. Isn't this nigga Brian like 30, 35? You are in a high school locker room. What the fuck are we? What the fuck
Still
are
in
we doing?
high school. And take that shit off with them fake ass J's. How do you get lectured when it comes to standards and morality by another
Predator, bro. How do you get lectured by Quagmire of all people? Because we already know what Quagmire. We already know what type of time Quagmire was on. So for him to be worse than Quagmire is a different level of
predator?
scum.
Honestly, I don't blame Quagmire for hating.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, I remember this too. Didn't Brian fuck Quagmire's dad or something like that? I don't remember. But I know that Quagmire was pissed at him for something.
On him. Brian here stole his main B. He gave back shots to his trans dad.
Yes. This episode right fucking here. Again, thank you for bringing this up. See, I know he
and there was
this
one episode when Brian broke all of his teeth.
Disrespectful to Corey. We love you. Stand up, my summer.
Holy shit, he is so.
That nigga look like Snoopy the dog, bruh. God. Damn.
Hot.
Yeah, you lost more than his fucking teeth. You lost a jawline and
felt like a drowsy now. But ironically, Quagmire is the one who helps him.
He look like he got a sock on his fucking face.
But how does he repay him? He scams him for buying Mr. Pissair's crib. And every single time, he just gets his ass beat.
You son of a bitch!
Beat that niggas, yeah.
He's so scummy to the point where he's literally a deadbeat dad, but when his son Ashley got successful on the Disney Channel, he exploits him. He's making every bum dad in anime look good.
Damn, hold up. We really gotta go through that list. Also, yeah, this, again, I wouldn't be surprised if Quagmire's on here, but I'm not gonna lie. Brian might be worse than Quagmire.
He exploits him. He's making...
It seems like the bad guy at first. Super... Okay, this dude, you left your child to go, like, do some crazy shit. I don't know what you was doing. Super powerful might randomly appear in the series. Only to disappear again. Definitely. This one, I think I know what you did, Neon, Evangelion. You motherfucking, like, turned your, like, kid into basically a soldier. I don't know who this is. I don't know where this is from.
Every bum dad in anime look.
This one might be the least scummiest dad ever, because didn't this guy leave for like very good reasons? Like, I know he had to go like do some crazy shit on like another continent or something.
Good. When Brian started investing and got a lot of money, and at one point he starts investing in a factory that makes protein shakes, but it was revealed it was made out of dogs by the Koreans. Hey yo.
I'm not gonna lie, that is not stopping Brian, bro. I personally, I don't think that's stopping.
Oh, who the hell cooked up this episode?
I wouldn't be surprised if he still kept investing into that bullshit.
You would think that Brian will put a stop to all this. Wrong. He's still investing in this shit for that bread. This.
See? Real Uncle Tom timing. Real Uncle Ruckus timing. Like Brian got hate for his own race.
Man is an Uncle
Charleston White views on life,
bro.
bro.
Ruckus and Napoleon from Animal Farm. And this right here is probably the biggest insult feed I've ever seen. When there was a woman stuck in her car.
This was a very, very, very bad scene to show Brian. But you know what? We just gonna let that shit play.
Are drowning, but as soon as Brian finds out that she has a baby, he lets that shit go on purpose.
This thing is just
Sick.
That time when Brian got hit by a car, Stewie should have just let him die. Next up, we got
Stewie really should have let that nigga die. But I'm not gonna lie, Stewie is like a real like W mans, bro. Cause I don't think there's been a single time where Stewie has turned on Brian for no reason. Brian has turned on Stewie so many times for literally no reason when he stood by him. Stewie, I don't think, has ever turned on Brian for no legitimate good reason.
Mr. Krabs. If I were to describe him, he's the best
Greedy.
portrayal of a crackhead. Take away.
Oh, for real? You know what? He do be feeling for that money. What really does he need? Well, could just be greedy, but I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I can see it.
$1? No, scratch that. A penny? He will tweak the fuck out.
Oh yeah, when he lost his first dime and fired Squidward, thinking he stole it when he didn't. I don't know how you think someone stole that old ass dime. That shit probably not even worth nothing, bro. That shit is, at that point, you could sell that dime for 10K because that's an ancient artifact right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
This man's greed needs to be studied. What do you mean there's only 2 employees and this man tried to pull a 24-hour opening? This dude went as far as profiting of SpongeBob by making him literally do everything, even cleaning the doo-doo stained toilets. And he pays them in these fake-ass...
Wow, Isn't this like what companies do back with like them like old ass mining towns? They used to give niggas like fake dollars that was only good at like the company owned store, so niggas couldn't really do nothing but live in the town and work until they died. I just realized Mr. Krabs might be Mr. Krabs low-key is just a company. Like he's low-key like deadass just a month like Amazon. Definitely. Amazon.
Monopoly bills. Yo, he even makes Patrick get tortured as entertainment. No wonder they call him Subaru. So that's child labor on the list. Not only that, he's willing to feed his customer
child labor?
Subaru. So that's child labor on the list. Not only
is SpongeBob and Patrick not legal adults? Cause if they aren't, no. Wait. Isn't SpongeBob like 50? Is he a child? Is SpongeBob a child? I don't know.
only that, he's willing to feed his customers literal slop if it means he could make a bag out of it. This greedy ass bum even made...
Oh yeah, animal abuse. Tie that on. Hasn't he done animal abuse like quite a few times? I know this episode, but I know there's some other episodes where he would do some
an
crazy
entire
shit too.
factory milking jelly out of jellyfish. So that's animal cruelty on the charges. When he saw a bunch of kids at the park, he couldn't stand the idea of them playing around.
Hit this nigga with a... Let's see. We can hit him with a stalking charge. Maybe possibly a child endangerment charge too.
for free. I mean, just look at him. He's pulling up on these kids like he's Diddy, and then he starts charging them for this broke-ass park. Not even the homeless would want to sleep in there, and he's literally making SpongeBob be a punching bag while he just sits on his fat ass doing nothing.
What about the children?
The children?
He don't. Man, you think Mr. Krabs care about those fucking children? Mr. Krabs.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Them kids!
Yeah.
Fuck them!
Yo, fuck
I don't
them
give
kids.
a fuck!
He don't care. Mr. Krabs is the type of nigga to sell Pearl, his own daughter, for $10.
There was an episode where he literally framed SpongeBob for stealing the Krabby Patty formula, but it turns out he was the one who stole it. And he did it just because he doesn't want to pay that delivery fee. Like, I get that food deliveries nowadays have the most insane fees, but still, how much of a cheapskate can you be? He even charges his own employees for $2 existing.
$2 existing, damn.
This dude has so many feats of child exploitation.
Honestly, it's no wonder this nigga Squidward wanted out, bro. It's no wonder that this nigga Squidward hated his job. I would hate my job too if I worked for Mr. Krabs.
That I can't even list them all. But we cannot forget the fact that he sold SpongeBob's soul to the Flying Dutchman for 62 cents.
Is this nigga serious?
He also gambled SpongeBob's whole life away in a bet with Plankton. So,
act of betrayal is worse than Griffith. Not only was this a greedy decision, it was a stupid one. SpongeBob is literally his main source of income. Like, who else but him worships you, goons to you, and it's willing.
Well, let's be honest. This man, Mr. Krabs, has probably made so much money. He could live 3 lifetimes and still not spend all of it.
To do your slave work, Squidward, and even though he's SpongeBob's biggest op, even he was all like,
"You are."
Shit, I would be too. SpongeBob biggest op. If you talking about, oh, working for Mr. Krabs is the best time in the fucking world, nigga. We have to pay. We have to pay to stand, work, exist, breathe. You mean a good boss?
Worthless, bitch-ass nigga.
Are we sure Plankton is the real villain and not Mr. Krabs? It was confirmed that he has a net worth of over $5 million, and yet here
$5 million. God. See, I told you. He has more money than he knows what to do with.
Here he is sucking glizzies for pocket change. And now we got the worst of the worst on this list.
Who the fuck made this? Are these actual screenshots taken from SpongeBob? Because if it is, I understand SpongeBob got some dirty jokes. But this is
sucking glizzies for pocket change. And now we got the worst of the worst on this list.
Is this really the worst of the worst? Bojack Horseman?
Now, if you haven't,
I know he did some fucked up crazy shit. So, you know what?
Watch Bojack Horseman. Let me explain. So basically, this guy was an actor for an 80s sitcom called Horsing Around, but ever since the show got canceled, he was just a straight up bum drinking alcohol, doing drugs, and just being an asshole. But you know what? Underneath all that,
every actor in the fucking world, almost every actor seems to go this route. They get one part, show gets canceled, or maybe they finish what they're doing, and then they just go off the deep end on some crazy shit. Now, granted, that might be because Hollywood is just weird, bro. Let's not act like we don't know that Hollywood is a weird place. But damn, bro, he's had to have gotten other parts. If you were in a sitcom that was that big, that successful, there's no way you couldn't have gotten another acting gig. You did this for the love of the fucking game. All for the love of the game. You didn't have to do, just like a suburban kid turning hood, you didn't have to do any of that. You could have went on with your life, got a regular job. Instead, you want to do this.
You know? I mean, so what if he did some bad stuff? Everyone makes mistakes, right? We've seen him be humane and heroic. So obviously, deep down, he's a really good guy.
Stop the cap.
Or let's start with the shit talking. Well, first of all, he's the embodiment of an L-mans. Back in the show Horsing Around, he was best friends with the TV show creator Herb, but after it was revealed he was gay.
Jesus Christ, thank you.
Wait.
It's revealed he was.
Did this nigga get... Did he get arrested for being gay?
Gay.
Jesus Christ, thank you.
Alright. Already. Kissing your own mans is kind of crazy. Also, very, very fucking, unexpected, unannounced. And why you would do that to your mans when you don't know that yet. So...
Oh, you like dick? Oh, hell no. You one of them bitch.
So the TV executives want him gone, but Herb asks believing firing Herb is the right thing to do. The TV
I have to see... Gosh, I'm always angry. Get a brain, morons. It's horsing around, not horsing around. In a gay way? On a gay way? Keep our parks headward. Okay. YouTube, this is not me. This is the show in question. This is not what I represent. It's not what I represent at my channel. This is Bojack Horseman, not me.
Oh, hell no. You one of them bitch.
So the TV executives want him gone, but Herb asks Bojack to threaten them by leaving the show. But Bojack ends up want him gone.
Not gonna lie, isn't having pictures up of just yourself, like I'm speaking like purely yourself all over your house, a sign of narcissism? I'm pretty sure that's a sign of narcissism.
But Herb asks Bojack to threaten them by leaving the show. But Bojack ends up getting gaslighted into believing firing Herb is the right thing to do. And he does end up betraying him, all because he's a clout chaser.
L fucking mans. L clout chaser. Just an L mans all around. I can't fuck with you. If you
What's worse is that Bojack never visited him afterwards, even when he was diagnosed with cancer. I mean, just look.
Yo, homie got diagnosed with cancer and you ain't even call him, you ain't text him, you ain't send him a postcard, sent him a fucking letter, sent him some flowers, get well balloon, nothing. At least take him out to eat. Get him like some McDonald's or something, like get him a pizza, like your man's is dying. Your man's need help.
Look at Herb, he looks like seismic now. And the crazy thing is, Herb is not even mad about the job anymore. He just needed someone to be there by his side. And I don't blame him for not forgiving Bojack. And the
going through cancer is crazy, especially going through it alone. Like, nigga just wanted a friend and you can't even do that.
Worst thing is, this bozo didn't even have to fire him. Like, he really let this Edna looking ass outsmart him.
You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you. But your ego is pissing me off.
There is an entire
insane levels of
book of all his exes. He's giving Brian
it's pissing me off.
There is
I love you.
An entire book of
this was what I was gonna say. Hideous beast. Motherfucker. Are we dead ass? Also, who is this lipstick from? Is it from her? Cause one, already insane. But two, she clearly loved you. So for you to put that there, that's fucked up.
all his
And you gonna do this to the other pictures of whoever these women are.
exes.
These don't look
He's
like the same
giving
person.
Brian competition. His worst fumble gotta be with PC, because out of every one of his exes, since day one, she's the one that tried the hardest to make things work out between them. And whenever this dude was in deep shit, she always tried to help him out. But how does he repay her?
Hood girls everywhere. I'm talking. They will stay with someone who beats them, neglects them, goes to jail every other like month, but they still want to try and make it work. And honestly, I can respect it. You love him, you trying to make it work out despite all his flaws. People make mistakes. You trying to reason with yourself. I can't blame you.
By cheating on her multiple times. Even after they broke up, she always had his back. But the one time when she slipped up and begged him not to fire her for being his agent, guess what this dumbass says?
So, what do you think?
One slip up, you're good, bruh. You're good. Mistakes happen, my nigga. Mistakes happen. Some shit you can't control. It's whatever. It's whatever.
I beg your pardon?
However, ever since then, she completely moved on. She became a manager, got married, and adopted a baby. So at least she got her happy ending. But I cannot say the same thing for the next ones. We got Gina, Bojack's new girl. You know, things are looking stable. They're both casted as the main characters for this mediocre.
I'm not gonna lie. Relationships built from celebrities, especially like celebrities in movies, never work out. They don't. They never work out. You see what happened with the I'm not I don't want to disrespect Spider-Man like that. So I'm not even gonna say that.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah. You know what happened with him and
Bojack talking, but how about we don't choke any women?
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Andrew fucking Tate Timon. Real Andrew fucking Tate Timon.
The foreshadowing is insane. He was so drugged up, he almost killed her. She got PTSD from the incident, and her acting career was so cooked. I want you to picture this. This dude was having fantasies of having a loving family with Charlotte, someone who he barely knew over 30 years ago while he was high, drives from LA all the way to New Texas just so he could smash.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
While she's already married and has kids, gets rejected by her, but rather than moving on, guess what he does next when he meets up with Penny, the 17-year-old daughter. Oh yeah, we already know where this is going.
Get him out of here. Get his freaky ass out of here. You take out a strap, shoot this nigga right here. Shoot him right now. Right there. Shoot him. You a pedophile.
In not even 4 fucking seconds. You wanna know what he does? You wanna know what he does?
Wait.
Or a fireman escape from LA. Nigga, you escaping from the police. You are escaping from the fucking FBI. Fuck you mean escape from LA from? You not going nowhere. We catching you. We catching your ass. Niggas not even on. Yeah, we definitely catching you.
And then this man starts bragging about it in an AA meeting.
And first, I tried to sleep with the mom, but she said,
Do I even wanna? I actually don't. I actually don't want to hear this nigga brag about that, cause it's basically like how niggas, and I'm talking about both men and a woman, be bragging that they have like super young like boyfriends, and the age gap be the dude is like 18 or the female is like 18, and then you got the motherfucker who's like 35. Like, are we dead ass serious? This is how some motherfuckers in prison. This is how some motherfuckers in prison be moving. They be bragging about the things they do, bruh. They be bragging about that shit.
said no.
Like,
so then I tried to sleep with the daughter.
Do you hear yourself?
You need to see.
Oh my god, bro.
In public. It's basically like posting some like a confession to the internet and having your face and name in the profile picture. Everyone knows who you are. Your family could have seen that. Does this nigga even have a family?
And it just gets worse. Jesse Pinkman over here traveled across the multiverse to get a better life because, well, his last one didn't turn out so good. But even in this universe,
great lengths to try and get a better life.
He's still getting done dirty. At one point, Bojack ruins his career all because he's jealous that he's a better man than he'll ever be. But that's not the tip of
Dio. Bojack and Horseman, and Dio would likely be the best of friends because they just don't give a fuck.
The iceberg.
They
This
just
piece
don't give
of
a fuck.
garbage.
The only difference with Dio is he'll tell you he ain't a good nigga. He'll tell you he ain't a good person. Bojack Horseman, he won't tell you.
Clapped his girl.
I can't stand him.
L.
Oh my
fucking
god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You should got down.
Oh, hell nah. It's one thing letting your girl die, but smashing her
He let his own girl die?
too? This is some bullshit.
Bullshit. Also, W Dead Space 2 clip.
Why is it that
Always my favorite.
this
Always my
EDP 445 who tries way too hard to be hip with the kids?
Now, boys and girls, if you want to do the Bojack, take your hands and put it
motherfuckers who are too old to be on TikTok doing shit like this, them freaky ass unks. We be seeing y'all. Y'all in girls TikToks in the motherfucking comments talking about, oh, you so fine. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
And yet he gets to clap so many bitches. And he lives in a mansion while my boy Jesse is.
Here's one thing. He only gets to clap because he's projecting himself more than other people are. Loudest nigga in the room is usually the one who don't got shit going for him. Going for him.
Bro.
He brags. That's what he does. He's rich and he brags. That's what brings him in. But once they figure out who you are, bruh, it's basically over. It's basically over. Am I spitting game or am I spitting game? I'm just saying. Once they figure out who you are on the inside, it's over. And that's why he has a new girl every day. He can't keep him. He doesn't know how to.
Has the hygiene of Aspen Gold and gets cucked. That's not fair. Jesse got cucked so hard he turned asexual from the trauma. And this thought thinks she could just come crawling back after getting backshotted by this fat ass horse. And she only went back to him because he won $8 million. Talking about, oh my god.
Clout chasing. This is how some of y'all be. I'm gonna just say this loud. Nah, not my subscribers. But some of y'all niggas out there in the
we
world.
Just won $8 million. Bitch, who is we? We as in French? Get your ass out of here. I'm telling you, bro, you could never trust these hoes. Bojack, he can't keep getting away with this. And then Jesse rightfully does the most valid crash out on Bojack.
Valid crash out. Very reasonable valid.
It's not the alcohol or the drugs or any of the shit.
And the crazy part is, this ain't even a crash out for real. If this was a crash out, this nigga would be. That's not what I meant to hit. This nigga would be beating on Bojack. He would be destroying shit. He just talking to him. He not even really crashing out. He's just talking to him, telling the truth.
Things that happened to you in your career or when you were a kid.
He not even yelling. He just talking. Normally,
and now we got his final victim, Sarah Lynn.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and an astronaut.
But I want to be an architect.
Anyways, Sarah Lynn was a child actress in Horsing Around, and this is the type.
No. Huh? No.
But shit Bojack was saying to her.
The most important thing is you gotta give the people what they want, even if it kills you, even if it empties you out until there's nothing left to empty. No matter what happens, no matter how much it hurts, you don't stop dancing and you don't stop smiling, and you give those people what
traumatized.
This nigga is crazy.
Like, bro, it is not that deep. You're taking this job way too seriously. And because of his influence, along with the pressure of being a child actress, she ends up going through the same transformation like the girl from Metamorphosis. But after reaching
oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my
girl from Metamorphosis.
God, if you know, you know.
But after reaching Unk status, she completely fell off, put the fries in the bag. And there's only two reasons why Bojack links up. It's either for clout or to have sex with her. And I don't want to hear no.
Back off, Eduardo!
Why? She's legal.
Are you serious? This guy was in his mid-20s and she was 8 when they first met. And even
so you mean to tell me that this nigga is about, I'm just gonna say 40. I'm gonna say 40. She's what, 28 at this time?
she is 30 now. You're weird.
So 30 now. He was in his mid-20s. Holy shit, this nigga's like at least 55. He's 55 when this shit happens. Put him in a self-diddy. Put him in a self-diddy, bro.
And now for the infamous bender. When Bojack and Sarah Lynn went to a planetarium while they were still wasted, and Sarah ended up overdosing on that shit and died on the spot. Wow. Just wow. And this shithead really trying to act like he feels sorry when he was the one who gave her the drugs, and it's all his fault. How could it possibly get any worse? Oh wait, it fucking can. In the season finale, there were 2 interviews. The first
Bojack, are you trying to become the next fucking Kanye? Bojack Horseman and Kanye, Diddy, and Drake are going like band for band on who's like some of the worst people.
First one was staged to make him look like he was on some kind of redemption arc. But then in the second one, the reporter changed her mind and it was all like,
expose him! Expose
him!
And it turns out Sarah Lynn didn't die in the planetarium. She was actually alive! It was revealed that Bojack waited 17 minutes before calling 911 to save her life. But no, he abandoned her just so he could maintain his image. You know what this means? He's cooked! He's cooked!
I didn't even have sex with her until she was 30.
I didn't even have sex with her until she was 30. I didn't even have sex with her until she was 30.
What did you say, nigga?
What a feeling. Please believe it. I can't help.
I do not even like Tuckies. Them shits are disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, what I was about to say, that doesn't make it better.
Right, but at the time,
Your life
it's over.
is nothing.
It's
you
over.
serve zero purpose. Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. You should kill yourself now.
I was jumping out of my chair and I was like, yes! Yes! Finally! Ever since episode 1, I've been preying on this man's downfall. In fact, he pretty much did this to himself. He didn't have to do the second interview, but he was so drunk on the fame he was getting out of the first one. He exposed himself worse than Dr. Disrespect. You guys are not gonna believe me when I say this, but there are...
Yo, that Dr. Disrespect shit was fucking insane when it first came out. To know that he not only cheated on his wife and broke his family apart, and I'm pretty sure he had like 2 kids, right? Not only with a minor, but a trans sex worker. Nothing wrong with being trans, but to know that you had a whole wife and you still went out of your way to find a sex worker, you're sick.
Are people who actually relate to Bojack.
Those are the types of people you don't want to meet ever in life. I'm gonna be so real. If you ever hear someone say that they relate to Bojack Horseman, fucking run. Fucking run. Shit, kill him if you have to.
What do you mean?
In GTA.
Yeah. These guys will meat ride him and even defend him for being with a minor.
Glaze!
Glazing, because this is like Drake levels of glaze.
He's glazing!
And because of what, huh? His so-called inner conflicts? How am I supposed to relate to someone that talks like this every 5 seconds?
And one day, you're gonna look around and you're gonna realize that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you.
He's a narcissist manipulator, bro. And the only people who could probably relate to him is other narcissists and manipulators. That's just it. They're narcissist manipulators, probably PDFs, and they relate to him because he's all that.
And that is the loneliest feeling in the world.
Sadly, I think this is something that I'm just gonna have to say. There are always gonna be someone who relates to a character, even if that character is the worst person ever. Oh, there are some niggas out here who say they relate to Griffith. Some motherfuckers out here who say they can relate. Who's another, like, to Shao Tucker? Like, do you hear yourself? Do you hear yourself?
Hell no. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Nigga, I'm about to ask you out, bitch.
Do you hear this guy? He thinks he's in a position to give life lessons, buddy. You like kids. Why would I take advice from you? And yet, all these dick eaters are gonna say some shit like this.
Well, actually, imbecile, Bojack is easily
LeBron Glaze. Literally LeBron Glaze, honestly.
one of the most complex characters in all of fiction. Between his traumatic childhood, the parallels to the manipulation of Hollywood, the themes of depression, his philosophy on existentialism, the symbolism in The View from Halfway Down, someone like you can never comprehend his genius.
Shut your goofy ass up.
I swear, anyone that actually likes Bojack has brain cells like Martha Speaks over here. No limit to the glaze.
I'm so overwhelmed.
Brain cells like Martha Speaks over here. No limit to the glaze.
I'm so overwhelmed. This is the best day.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
Moral of the story, these guys are trash, and don't end up like these guys. Give a like and a sub, and see you guys on the next video.
Yeah. Simon and Doofenshmirtz. Now, Doofenshmirtz is a character that you can actually relate to and feel bad for. Because at the end of the day, bro, I think it might be a supervillain, but he takes care of his kids. He takes care of his kids. He loves them. He don't be doing no freak ass shit. Personally, I fuck with Doofenshmirtz heavy. I fuck with him heavy. That's it for me.
Tiger.